this video, we're going to take a look at how you can create a hammer-on type effect. If you don't know what that is, basically when you're playing a stringed instrument, especially with guitar, hammer-on just basically means that you're going to be tapping and pulling on the strings to create kind of a rolling type effect. And the way that we're going to use this here today, I'm going to show you two examples, one with a guitar sample and one with a piano. The way that we're going to use this is to kind of create a little roll into the next note in our song. So, to show you what I'm talking about, first I'm going to go ahead and play. I just have two guitar samples loaded, and they're the same sample. This first one we're going to use here, I just have some notes drawn out. And then the second one here, I have one little note here drawn out right before we go into the next note. So this is going to be our hammer-on note, and we're going to be using the arpeggiator to create this effect. So I'm going to go ahead and play this example without the arpeggiator on so that you can hear it. You heard that was basically just like somebody playing two different notes and they were holding out and everything. So what we're going to do here on our second guitar that has these little lead-in notes, we're going to go over to the special tools and functions menu item here on the channel settings, and we're going to turn the arpeggiator on, and we're going to make sure to have this slide mode activated, and this is going to more closely resemble an actual stringed instrument. And then the time function here, we're going to have this turned back. I think I've got it set here on a half of a step. So that way, again, it's going to be emulating the roll kind of sound that we're looking for. And then I just left the gate alone. The other thing to mention is you can use the chord function over here, and I've got it set on major because I've got the notes of a major chord drawn out. And you can adjust that depending on what notes you're playing, or a chord or scale or anything like that. So now I'll go ahead and play this example again with the arpeggiator on, and we have the direction on up, and you'll hear what I'm talking about. So you can see that that creates a decently convincing sound for like a hammer-on pull-off kind of sound to create like a roll, like a trill kind of sound. We can also use this on other instruments. I'll just show you this example here too. We have a piano, and for this example, again, I've got the notes being played here, the long notes, and then I've got our little lead-in notes here. And on this second keyboard with the lead-in notes, now I've turned the slide function off this time. Everything else is set up the same way, but I've turned off the slide function because we don't really want these notes to slide, because in a piano you're actually hitting the keys rather than rolling your fingers around. So when I play this example, you'll hear how it creates the same effect, but it kind of creates like a sweeping kind of sound with your fingers on the keyboard. You can see how you could possibly use that to create some neat little transitional effects here and there, and of course you can use it on other instruments. It doesn't have to be keys or a string type instrument, so experiment with different possibilities, maybe use it on a vocal sample or something. That's about it for this tutorial, so thanks again for checking it out, and I'll see you in the next one.